This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, continue the same topic, JavaScript fundamentals. Okay, so now let me start with, so what is the type of operator? So what is type of operator? So when you pass any value in your code, the system would be understand. So what is the operator? That may be like a string operator or a Boolean operator or so any other operators like a number, string, any other operators. So now let me check. So while writing the code, it can be useful to keep the track of the data type of variables in your programming. Okay, if you need to check the data type of your variable value, so we have to use type of operator. For example, let is the one variable. So variable name is a new variable equal to playing around with type of. So playing around with, it's a string value. Type of is the operator. So what is the value of this variable? It's a string. So you will get the like output is it's a string, right? And so constant, let me take the one more variable type. Let me take a constant variable. So my name. So my name is variable name and value is Srinivas. So now let me print it out, console.log. And now I want to know the type of operator. So type of, I need to print my name. So my name data type is, it's a string, right? So constant is the variable. My name is a variable name equal to Srinivas. Srinivas is the one string value that was stored into my name. Okay, so now I want to print out not value. So this variable value data type is a string, boolean or number. So my name is a Srinivas, right? It's a string. It will be printing, it's a string value. So boolean data type is, it's a like a string, right? My age. So my age is the string, right? My age is 34. And now I'm going to printing console.log type of 34. So the variable value type is, it's a number, right? Okay. Now let me print my age and click on run. It's a number. And similarly, when you pass any data type with your variable, that will be printing the data type of your variable value, printing the variable value. It's a string, number or boolean. So in this case, I'm going to using, okay, this type of operators. So let me execute in the first like exercise. Use console.log. Let me reset the panel. So let new variable equal to playing around with type of variable. And now let me print it out. This one, console.log, and to print the type of new variable. Okay, so let me print new variable. First of all, let me take of type of new variable. It's a string, right? Printing string value. Great. Now let's check what happened if you reassigning the variable value. The console.log statement reassign the new variable value 1. Okay. How can you reassign the value? If you want to reassign the value to your variable, we have to use let keyword. Okay. So new variable. So by default, I have taken string value. Now I'm changing to number, right? So now what is the data type? What is the type of variable? It's a number, right? Click on that run. So now it's printing number. Since you assign this new value to new variable, it has new data type. On the line below your reassignment, use console.log to print the type of new variable again. Okay, now let me here console.log type of new variable. Run. Console.log type of new variable. New variable. Console.log type of new variable. Replace with solution. Okay. So console.log is that one, but why it's not like executing? Anyway, console.log, so type of new variable. So immediately it will be printing that playing around with type of variable is string. And after that, I'm reassigning one, then printing this value, right? So this is about type of operator. Okay. And last one coming to review of variables. Okay. So what we learn in variables. A nice work. This lesson introduced you to variables, a powerful concept you will use in all your future programming endeavors. So what is a variable? And a variable hold reusable data in a programming and that can be used multiple places. Variable are stored in memory. The var keyword used to pre-ECMAScript version 6 and let is the preferred way to declare the variable. So when it can be reassigned and a constant is the preferred way to declare a variable with a constant value, permanent value. Like variables that have not been initialized stored in the primitive data undefined and already we've seen mathematical assignment operators, so including in variable and a plus operator used to concatenate strings including string value held in the variable and already we've seen interpolate variable how we can call it and finally we've seen so what is a type of variable. Clear guys, any questions up to now?
Nothing was clear.
Okay, so move to next. The next topic is what is next topic is very important. If conditions. Congrats on completing your second lesson. Apply for learning with a project. Just wait, it's free of cost. So review variables is completed, and how we can move to next topic. Continue with my current lesson. Okay. So next one we're talking about conditional statements. Conditional statements are very common topic for every programming language. So without conditional statements, we can't working with any programming language. Not only for JavaScript, it's a common topic for Java, .NET, C Sharp, and C++. Okay, so this is the common topic. If you're understanding very clearly that if conditional or conditional statements, everybody will be able to work in every coding language. Okay, so now look at glass. It's very easy to understand that if statement and else if statements. So when we can write if statement, when we can write else if statement, when we can write else statement, these all things we can discuss one by one. Okay. And first of all, you would like to know what are conditional statements are there in programming language, where when we can use each conditional statement. Guys, if you understand these conditional statements very clearly, you'll be able to working in any programming language. So practically try to understand when we can write conditional statements. So in life, so we are make decision based on the circumstances. Think an everyday decision as falling asleep. If we retired, if we tired, we go to bed. Otherwise, we wake up and start your work. So for better understanding, for example, if conditional statement. So when the person is feeling sleepy, if nothing but, so one statement is there, and also nothing but other statement is there. If the person is feeling sleepy and the person need to go for bed and sleep, and otherwise else part will be execute and start your day. Okay, so how my code will be execute and how my code will understand. So what we need to do, we have to define the conditional. Based on the conditional statement and our condition meet, our code will be execute. So this if else statement decision can model in a code by creating conditional statements. So a conditional statement check the specific conditions and perform task based on the condition. So when the first condition evaluation true and some action will be happen in your application, and when this first condition evaluation false and another activity will happen in your code. Okay, and next one is, so in this lesson we will explore how programming make decision by evaluating conditions and introduce logic into our code. And we will be covering the following concept, and mainly we need to focus on in conditional statements. Those are if, else if, and else statement. So when if will be execute, and when else if will be execute, and finally what about else statement. And meanwhile we have to use some comparison operators and logical operators and truth false values, and then other operators. Finally we can working with switch statements. Okay, so let's move on next. Let's start working with if statement. So we are very often perform a task based on a condition. For example, if the weather is nice today, then we will go outside. If weather is nice today, there is no rain, then the people will go outside. And second example you can take, if the alarm clock rings, then we will shut it off. And the third one is, if the person is very tired, then we will go to bed and sleep. Okay, so in programming, we can also perform a task based on a condition using if statement. Okay, so notice the example above. We have an if statement. The if statement is composed of if keyword. So how can you define the if condition? So if condition statement should be always starts with the if keyword and followed by the, so these parentheses, and which will be followed by the backticks like block statements. So between this statement, within between these blocks, we have to write the block of code or conditional or any actions. So if the condition is evaluation true, your code will be execute. And in case your first condition evaluation false, your statement will be executed. So inside the parentheses, we have to define the condition. And if the condition evaluation true, so between the like a backticks, we have to define the action. Practically, you will be able to understand very clearly. Okay. So now, like if suppose if is the one like a if statement keyword I have taken the like a boolean value, nothing but condition is true. True is nothing but one boolean value. It's a true. So means yes, my condition evaluation true. Then I want to print this one. This message will print. This will print. Okay. In case the if statement is false, means the condition is not evaluation true. Click on run. What happened? Nothing happened. Right? So when if condition evaluation true, only that moment I want print this particular string value. So now I've taken the if statement is a false. Nothing but the condition evaluation false. That's why so nothing printing. Okay. So when the condition evaluation true, okay, so then you will be able to print this message. Guys, and notice the example above. So we have an if statement. The if statement is composed and followed by these parentheses. If and open close the parenthesis and open and close the backticks, curly braces. And we have to follow the like coding standards for every programming language, even JavaScript also. Inside the parenthesis, so we have to define the condition. If the condition evaluation true, that moment it will be printing this action. If the condition is false, then printing something. Okay. Right now, let me working with using let keyword. So using let keyword, declare a variable name is a sale equal to send the value to. So let is the one variable keyword. So variable name is sale and a true is one boolean value. It was assigned to my variable name sale. So true or false are the boolean values. Don't keep in any singular double quotes. Number and booleans don't keep in singular double quotes. If the value is string, then only we can keep in singular double quotes. And click on run. First exercise was completed successfully and move to second one. So now create an if statement and provide the if statement in a condition is sale. Okay. Now define if condition and variable is sale equal to now create if statement provide the if statement condition is sale. Okay. And inside the code block, so we need to print time to buy console.log time to buy. Click on run. Okay. So just I have taken one variable, right? Let sale equal to true. Yes, sale is there already. If sale, so the value already taken, right? What is the value here? It's true, right? That's why it is printing time to buy. Okay. And the second one is now create an if statement, provide the if statement, a condition is a sale, and the console.log string, it's a time to buy. Okay, why it's not executing? We have to take this off our space also. Okay, right? So time to buy. So sale is the variable name, is one boolean value. It was stored into my sale. Okay, just I'm checking with my if statement. If sale, what is the sale value to true, right? Yes, sale value true. That's what is printing time to buy. In case there is no sale, okay, and given the false. Now the sale value is the false. so nothing printing. This moment what we can do, so we can define the condition. So notice the code inside the if statement, and time to buy was logged in the console. Below the sale variable declare the but before if statement reassign the sale. So I have instead of reassigning directly, I have changed the value false. So this moment nothing printing. And to better understanding, so we need to explore more into statements. If statement, okay. So in the previous exercise, we used an if statement that was checked a condition to decide so whether the run black of code or not. In many cases, we will have code we want to run our condition evaluation false. Okay, so let me take this code also for better understanding. Okay, if the value is false, console.log, the code in the block will not run. Okay, so if the value is false, right, that's why it's printing else statement. So but the code in this block will, okay, right? So in case if the evaluation true this one, what happened, this code will be execute. In case the condition evaluation false, so that moment else part will be execute. Okay, I can show you practically. This is my previous code, right? So let's sale equal to true. I've taken the sale value, and now sale equal to false. So when I click on that, it will be printing nothing, right? Okay, so now I'm going to using else statement. Else statement already, right? If sale equal to value is the false, right? That's why it's not printing. And so when the sale value equal to false, that moment we have to take in else statement. So if the first condition evaluation true, this will be printing. And in case first condition evaluation true and directly come to else part, that will be printing. Okay, so now let me take console.log and time to wait for sale. So first of all, I have taken true value, and again reassign the value. So what is the now sale is the false. So the first condition evaluation true, right? Sale is false. That's why. So this condition evaluation false directly come to else part and executing the else part. Time to wait for sale. Okay, and move to next one. Now we are going to working with comparison operators, including the variables and if statements. So when writing conditional statements, sometimes we need to use different types of operators to compare values. These operators are called comparison operators. Is a list of some comparison operators handy, like so we can be able to use it. Less than, greater than, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to, is equal to, and is not equal to. So it can be helpful to think a comparison statements as a questions. When the answer is yes and a true, the statement evaluation true, then answer is no, the statement evaluation false. The code above would be asking the 10 less than 10 less than 12, yes. So 10 12 evaluates true. So apples will equal to orange. So it is absolutely false. Apples never equal to oranges. Apples always equal to orange only. Okay. So it's the same data type. So before going to working with, so these comparison operators, first of all, you would like to know what is the use of a single equal to and double equal to, triple equal to. Guys, anybody idea about single equal to, double equal to, triple equal to in every coding language?
Yes, Srinivas.
That, tell me what is that?
A single equal to is assign a value to a variable. Double equal
Okay.
to means a comparison. I mean,
Comparison, yes, compare the value Triple equal to,
Triple equal to means compare with the data type. I mean value plus data type.
yes, absolutely correct. So when you are using, when you want to assign the value to your variable, so we have to use single equal to. For example, so my name, let is the variable keyword. My name is the variable name. So now I want to assign some value to my name. So in this moment, we have to use the only single equal to. Don't use any double equal to. And so majority times, so every time, not majority times, every time, so we have to using double equal to compare the value. For example, so a equal to 10. So when the value of like a 10, so then we can perform some operation, and otherwise we can do other operations. And a triple equal to, you can use that value with same data type. For example, apples equal to apples only, apples equal to 10, apples triple equal to 10, it's absolutely wrong. Apple triple equal to like it's a like a true, absolutely wrong. So apple equal to like banana, absolutely wrong. Apples triple equal to apples only. So this moment we'll be checking the value and the same data type. So practically we can understand. So when we can use single equal to, already we seen. Now we're going to working with double equal to. Okay. And now let's start working with one by one. So using let keyword. Okay. Using let keyword. So create a variable name hunger level. So hunger level equal to 7. So when the person is wake up in the morning 7 o'clock, okay, so you have to take the breakfast immediately. So let hunger level equal to 7 means, okay, so the 7 is the value it has assigned to this variable. So when you want to assign the value to your variable, so we have to use equal to. Okay, click on run. Let me execute one by one. Okay, and the first task has been completed. And move to second one. So write an if else statement using comparison operator. The condition should check hunger level is greater than 7. So in this case, what we can do? So when hunger level is greater than 7 means when the time is morning, like above 7. So we have to take the breakfast time to eat. Like before 7, it's a 6 o'clock. It's not breakfast time. How can you check it out if so right now I'm going to using the if else statement. Okay, so the condition should check the hunger level greater than 7. This is the variable name. So when this variable is greater than 7, so when you are using if statement, that should be followed by the parenthesis and open the curly braces. And now I want to print, say, time to eat. Time to eat, otherwise it should log we cannot eat later. Okay, so I have taken one value 7. It's in the morning 7 o'clock. So I'm checking with my code if hunger level greater than 7. So now I want to print time to eat. So its hunger level is greater than like a 7 or like a less than 7. I don't want print, so I want print else statement. Else when you're using else statement followed by the braces, so we can eat later. Console.log. See, now I have taken hunger level equal to 7. So I have taken 7 value into this variable. Just I'm checking with my code if hunger level greater than 7, yes, this value is equal to or 7, right? So now the time is 7, and so I have taken 7, right? And in case if you give that 6, so hunger level is 6, right? But hunger level is greater than 7. In this case, what happened? So we can eat later. So now the time is 8. Okay, so let I have taken let hunger level equal to 7. Now let us assume the time is 8 o'clock in the morning. So when the hunger level is greater than 7, so then we can time to eat. So otherwise it will be printing, so we can eat later. So now time to eat. Okay, now time is 8. So when the time is so greater than 7, okay, now time is 8, right? That's why it is printing time to eat, because first condition evaluation true. In case if you give the value 6, now time is 6, but when you want to take the breakfast after 7 only. So in this case, this condition evaluation false, right? That's why it's printing, so we can eat later. Okay, so based on your if statement, so your will be execute. Okay, clear? Okay, and meanwhile, I'm going to using some logical operators into your if and else if statements. In this case, I have taken two variables. One is a mood equal to sleepy. Second one is tiredness equal to 6. How you can use logical operators? Okay, so when you are using AND operator, both conditions should be evaluation true. And when we are using evaluation like a OR, okay, so that moment at least one condition should be evaluation true. That will be executing. Okay, so let mood equal to sleepy and tiredness equal to 6. So first of all, let me executing this one. You can take variables let stoplight equal to it's green, and take one more distance equal to 0. Okay, I have taken two variables. So stoplight equal to stoplight equal to green, and pedestrian is equal to 0. So when stoplight equal to 0, green, and the pedestrian 0. In this moment, I want printing yes, let's go. Otherwise, I want print stop. Okay, so if you take that example like signals, traffic signals. Okay, so when we're able to see the green light and there are no pedestrians, yes. So I want print console.log, please go. In case, see stoplight, I have taken the green and pedestrians. So when we're using AND operator means logical operators. So both condition evaluation true. Both condition evaluation true, nothing but. So when you want to move, see when stoplight you are able to see green, and so there are no pedestrians on the road. Only that moment we can print and execute that go. Okay. So in this case, as well you can take that one. First of all, let me print 0 and click on that run. So now you will go like a print, and now it is the one. So stoplight equal to green. Yes, you are able to see stoplight green color, and pedestrian 0 I have taken default, right? But here I'm changing stoplight equal to green. Yes, customer able to see the stoplight is green, and pedestrian is equal to 0. Like sorry, one means nothing but, so one person still on way, right, on the way. In this case, what we can do, so I don't want print go, so I want print stop, because pedestrian is 1, right? Okay, stop. So when stoplight equal to green and pedestrian equal to 0, so when this condition evaluation true, both conditions, when both condition is evaluation true, then only we can print go. At least one condition evaluation false, I want print this one. Okay, if you take 0, yes, both condition evaluation true, right? So now I'm able to see green light, and there are no pedestrians on the road. So now I want to print go, right? Yes, 4 members are still okay crossing the road, but customers are able to see green light. Okay, that's fine. But So there are 4 pedestrians on the road, but I don't want print go. So I want print stop because somebody crossing the road. Right. So based on your conditional statement, like will be executing based on your code, like based on your condition meet. That maybe you can using logical operators. When you're using AND operator, so both condition evaluation true. When you're using OR operator, so now if you're using that OR operator, what happened? It is absolutely wrong. So don't use OR operator in this case. So now customer are able to see the stoplight is green or any one condition evaluation true. So stoplight is green, right? Yes, it's condition true. That's where we can go. But still, 4 members are crossing the road. It's absolutely wrong, right? Okay. So when you're using when both condition evaluation true, then only like a printing the something. Okay. So I will take that one more example. Let degree is BTech and let age equal to 27. So I have taken 2 variables. One is degree is BTech. Second one is age 27. Now I'm going to write in the if statement. If so when the person have a degree and so the person should be age equal to like a 27. So now I want to print console.log UPS exams. Otherwise, I want print console.log. Not eligible. You tell me guys what is the result in this moment?
Not eligible. Degree is equal to BTech. Not eligible, sir.
What was the result?
Apply for you.
Apply for UPSC exam.
So when the person completed BTech and the person it should be below 27, so in this case less than. So but I'm not using any less than and greater than. Okay. So when the person age is 27 and completed degree BTech, only this criteria people are eligible to apply the UPSC examination. So I have taken if statement if degree equal to BTech. So I'm using AND operator. A is equal to 27. Yes, both are true. That's why printing apply for UPSC examination. Right? So in case if you take that age is 29, well, one condition evaluation false, right? But like a student completed like a graduation BTech Bachelor of Technology, but age is not 27. Age is like above 27. That's why printing so not eligible. Not eligible. Okay, guys. Okay, this is the one criteria. And if you're using OR operator, just you can observe what happened. Operator. So now what is the result?
Apply for UPSC exam.
Apply for UPSC examination. Why?
Because
Why
one
it will
condition is
printing?
true.
Yes. So when you're using OR operator, right? OR operator. So one condition evaluation two. Yes. So the person is completed BTech, but not age is 27. Okay, so when the person is 27 below or and degree, so one condition is enough, right? So in this case, what happened? So apply for UPSC examination. In case both conditions are the false, what is the result
Then
now?
not eligible. Not eligible output.
Not eligible. So both conditions are evaluation false. So this is the way my system like our will be executing like this, and this if and else statements are executing like this. Clear, guys? Any questions up to now? Guys, are able to follow me? Are you able to
Yeah.
follow me? Or
Yes,
Yes, yes.
Yes, yes, yes.
are you feeling any clear everything, right? Okay, if you
yes, sir.
practice so 2 or 3 times, so that would be enough to understand how the data like if and else statements are executing. Okay, so how can you take the decision with your code? Okay, so I have taken two variables. Just using by these variables, just I'm taking my code. Okay, so when you're using and operator, so both condition evaluation true. What condition case evaluation false? So directly come to else part and executing this one. And if you're using or statement, right? So in the or statement, both are false, right? And it is a false statement, that's why coming to not eligible. So when if condition evaluation true, immediately that will be executed in the this console file. So when if statement is evaluation false, directly come to else statement, then else statement will be executing and given the result. And let me take that one more example for better understanding. Okay, if first of all, let me take the day. Let day equal to Saturday. You tell me, guys, what is the result now?
Enjoy the weekend.
Enjoy the weekend.
Suppose every week we have 2 weekends. One is a Saturday and Sunday, right? So now I'm going to executing with if statement. If day triple equal to Saturday or day equal to Sunday, so that may be any day. So you need to print enjoy the weekend. And in case so, like suppose now I'm taking Saturday. Yes, Saturday is true. So printing enjoy the weekend. Okay. So in case if you take in like a Sunday, yes, Sunday also weekend, right? Sunday also weekend in printing enjoy the day. In case if you give that Monday, what was the result, guys?
Do some work.
Yes, do some work. So now I have taken one variable day equal to Monday. The Monday is one day it was assigned to day. Just I'm checking with if statement. If day double equal to, or else you can be able to use the triple equal to also sometimes. If day triple equal to Saturday, so this condition evaluation false. And again coming to second statement, day equal to Sunday. This also false. But what happened? So this condition evaluation true. Immediately it will come to else part executing do some work. Right? So this is the way we can use and or statements. Okay. So now let me executing my if and else if. So I have taken by default they're given let mood equal to sleepy and tiredness level equal to 6 means like evening 6 p.m. Okay, so the person is feeling tiredness, he want to go bed sleep. Okay, so there are two variables mood and tiredness level. Let's create if statement and followed by the braces. So the condition we have to define here. So is sleepy and mood is sleepy. mood equal to sleepy, and operator, and the tiredness level equal to 8. Greater than, not greater than 8 means 8 p.m. So then both condition evaluation true, then console dot log time to sleep. Time to sleep. Like otherwise we should print console dot log. So otherwise means nothing but else statement. Otherwise not better at console dot log click on run. Like mode equal to sleepy, let tiredness sleep mode equal to sleepy, tiredness sleep greater than 8, in the console dot log time to sleep. So console dot log not bedtime at. Syntax error. What was the wrong?
Semicolon you did not.
Okay, so every statement should be like ends with semicolon, but still we are getting that output, but not executed properly. The first one is complete, right? So this is not bedtime at. So let mode equal to sleepy and let tiredness equal to 6. So both condition evaluation true, right? Like it's a false. Actually the time is, so mode equal to sleepy and the tiredness level greater than 8, so not bedtime. Okay, so otherwise if you give that value is 5, and what was the result? So it's a time to sleep, like in the mornings is 5 o'clock. And meanwhile, so we have to use like or operators also. Let me check. And or operator, it's time to sleep. Okay, so now time is time to sleep. At least one condition evaluation to write sleepy, and we need to use the instead of use solution. So this is actual code. Okay, it's if you mode equal to sleepy and tiredness level greater than 8. So now I want to print time to sleep. Otherwise, I want to print else statement. Okay, guys, any questions? Any questions? Tomorrow also we'll continue the same topic. Okay, if and if else if statement and else statements. So where we can use else if statements, if statement, else if statement, then else statement. So when you want to define the multiple conditions, that moment we can use else if statements. Okay, guys, remaining topics will continue on tomorrow. I'm going to end up class. See you tomorrow. Take care. Bye.